Never did anything wrong. Welcome.
Yay! Hello.
You're
Uh,
dressed as a cow.
I'm dressed as a maid cow maid, because it's laundry day and I have like increasingly like more ridiculous outfits that I haven't worn yet. So
It's
yeah,
laundry. It's laundry day. So you actually dressed up still for laundry day.
yeah. There's just like some outfits I don't really touch, so this is one of them.
You had a goal the other day on your stream that was like dress up as a cow
Yeah, I have
slash
multiple
maid.
cow outfits.
Why?
I don't know. Somebody just bought me a bunch of cow outfits. They just really wanted me to be a cow. I
Wait a
think it's
minute.
more
You
disrespectful, actually, just calling me a cow. They want me a cow so bad.
wait a minute. You put that on your wish list where you put maid like on your Amazon wish list where you put maid and cowgirl outfits on
Yeah,
there
I have a
and
lot of
people.
cow outfits on there. Yes. Some of them are not TOS, but
Uh,
they're on
can,
there.
can I ask you? Can I ask you about since we're talking about animals? Can I was going through your Twitter and I was trying to find stuff and things and funny things and stuff like that. And
Uh,
there, I was trying to find funny tweets. I wasn't trying to find weird tweets. There's a one point last year you were obsessed with bunnies for some reason. What the fuck's up with that?
yeah, this current Twitter account was my spam account, and then my main got suspended. So I had to make a quick like brand change because I only dump like horrible things on my main and then like cute stuff on my like alt. But now it's just like a weird. It was like mostly cringe, and now it's like a weird combination of cringe and cute. So you
What do you
never
mean?
know what you're getting.
What do you mean by what do you mean by mostly cringe things?
Mostly cringe things, just like a lot of like horrible tweets, a lot of ass eating, a lot of horrible jokes about men.
Yeah, your Twitter did change rapidly because I looked all the way at the bottom and there was like, oh man, I love reading and I love doing this and I want to explore more and into doing this. And then like if you scroll up to like now, like the past 6 months, it's just like ass eating and fuck men. Like it's literally just that. It's crazy.
Yeah. Look, I'm a very multifaceted person. It's very difficult to create a brand for myself, but
True.
I do my best. I try.
Speaking of branding, your brand is entirely pink. Is that your favorite color?
No.
What?
Yes, of course it's my favorite color.
Hey man, some people have different colors and that's not their favorite color. The fucking color on my screen that I use all the inside of the internet for is not my favorite color.
Wait, what?
No, that's like a red pink. My favorite color is like blood red.
Oh, I thought you said your favorite color wasn't going to be red, and I was like, why would you decorate your entire room red then?
Red stands out, or the color I put stands out on thumbnails and shit.
Mm,
That and
okay.
yellow, but yellow is hurts your eyes. All
Pink
that
is a
shit.
better color, anyways.
I mean, red just fades to pink eventually if you put it in the sun long enough or put it in light long enough. So
Okay, you
again, I
don't need
guess.
to like that. Like it's like a sad, like pink is a sad red. No, if you put white in red, and it becomes pink. Okay.
I never said pink's a sad red. I didn't say that.
Yeah, you implied it. The implication was there. You were like, if you put it out in the sun for long enough, it becomes red, like pink.
Yeah, but sun's good though. Sun gives you vitamin D, and then sun also makes you feel better, and then sun and brightens your mood. So
You're so right. Pink is better than red.
I didn't say that. Okay, anyway, going back to like branding and stuff like that. How did you first get started on Twitch? Oh fuck, I should just tell this to people in DMs. I always forget to though. Basically, I'm gonna ask you questions throughout the interview. It'll probably be an hour 30, 2 hours, or whenever you need to go. Just let me know. If you're uncomfortable with any questions that are asked by me or chat, just skip or just say skip, and then you don't have to answer the question. Like it's not a big deal. This isn't a got you interview or anything like that. It's just one of those interviews where I just get to know someone better. I think I explained this to you when we hung out in Joshua Tree. So just one of those interviews. It's nothing crazy. So I'm not fucking Devin Nash or Keemstar. Or any of
Imagine,
that. Imagine what?
imagine if you were Keemstar. That'd be funny.
If I was Keemstar, probably lose some weight because I'd have a personal trainer. I'd have a lot of money. Anyway, that's not the point.
Okay, cool.
How about getting started on Twitch? Tell me how you got started on Twitch, and tell me about you had multiple usernames. You explained this to me when we hung out. That your first username, and then how you got Fairy username.
I started on Twitch because my friend, she was streaming like Fire Emblem like Three Houses, and it looked really fun just having like the chat interactivity. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna stream something too, but I didn't know that you could like they had a just chatting category. So I streamed Guild Wars 2 for a really long time. I don't know how to play Guild Wars 2, but but I was still like streaming it anyways. And then I realized it's a just chatting category, and then I moved there, and I haven't moved out since. So that's how it all started. My username first when I first started was Lil Dirt Hut, because there was like a fucking TikTok I watched. It was like, stop griefing my Minecraft house and putting signs on it that say poo poo hut. You guys are so mean. I just started building with dirt and I thought it was super cute. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make this like my branding. And then like I kept rating cute girls, and cute girls kept thinking I was like a creepy COD player. And I was like, they have to know I'm a woman. Like there's no way on earth that like they think I'm a creepy dude. Like they gotta know I'm a girl that's not gonna like creep on them. So I brainstormed the most feminine words out there, and fairy and kiss were one of the most feminine words. And I was like, Kith looks better with fairy than kiss, so. Yes.
Or you could just change your username to pink or some shit like that, and you didn't have to like do one of those things. Or Lil Dirt Hut. I guess Lil Dirt Hut does sound like a rapper though. When you right off the bat when you come into someone's chat, I'm just like, oh, do you do music? That's what I would assume on that username. Yeah, but Guild Wars 2. Any particular reason why you started streaming Guild Wars 2?
I like the game. It was cute. It was a time. I like MMOs, and I'm like, I made a lot of friends, and they taught me the game, and it was really cute. It was a really great time in my life. And then I moved to the just chatting category, and then my life has gone downhill from there. So
Join the club. Join
the club.
No, legitimately join the club. I think I was happier before I started on Twitch. Legitimately. Lil Dirt Hut though, huh?
Yeah.
With FairyKith, do you ever think of like changing, or do you like pretty much settled on FairyKith?
I feel like I've had it for basically like a year and a half now, so I feel like I can't really change it at this point. But I did think, because I am super obsessed with bunnies, like just something to do with a bunny or something, or like calling myself princess. Like I don't know. I think it'd be fun if people just had to call me princess. Like
if I see someone with the name Princess, I intentionally call them another name. That's not. That's also like if their name is like Maria and they say Princess Maria, I just go, hey Maria. I don't ever say that so they don't have to call them Princess. Usually.
Well, you don't know my real name, so there would be no choice. You'd have to call me Princess or nothing else.
That's true. Lil Dirt Hut and FairyKith, and you went with Kith because Kiss was taken, right? FairyKith was taken.
I actually don't know if FairyKith was taken. I never even looked. I just thought Kith looked better and it was cuter.
Yeah, I think I told you I was really confused because I was like, oh, do you really like the brand Kith a lot or something like that? And you didn't know what that was at the time?
Yes, I did not. I think it's an ugly brand. I don't like it. I would not buy any of their clothes.
It's overpriced for their quality, and
I didn't even look at the prices. I just looked at it and it was ugly. Why would you ever pay for something that's ugly? Why buy cute things?
Have you ever wanted to buy Balenciaga ever?
Yeah, I bought their Triple S shoes.
Dude, you literally just said what?
But they're just sexy shoes. They're genius. The way they create shoes. Okay, except for like the Kentucky Fried Chicken collaboration, that was kind of weird. And a lot of the collaborations they've had, but the Triple S's are insane. And the way they use color, genius, okay?
Wait, were those Triple S shoes when you went to Texas or some shit like that? And they're like 18 different colors. They look like a rainbow almost.
Yeah, really
those?
cute.
Okay, those actually did look cool when I saw those. I was like, in the photo, I was gonna specifically ask you what kind of shoes those were. Okay, those aren't bad.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't hate those. So I'll give you a pass on that. But everything else, Balenciaga's ass. What attracts you to Twitch? What attracts you to the just chatting section over video games?
The just chatting section. I feel like just chatting is like the pure essence of Twitch. It's just like talking with the chat and interacting with them and entertaining them. Because that's like what I don't know. To me, that's what Twitch is all about. Versus just like streaming games. Like if you just streamed a video game and you didn't interact with the chat at all, you don't have like a stream, unless like you're super big. But like I feel like you can't really get super big unless you talk with your chat, and like interact with them a little bit. So I feel like just chatting is just like the most Twitch thing there actually is.
Yeah.
And also, I'm really bad at video games, and I'm really lazy. So I can't move into another game category.
But I mean, gaming doesn't really require a lot of effort. You just have to like play the game and then sit there, and that's like, I'd say just chatting requires more effort for sure. Like what you do on your stream. So.
No, but then like when you're gaming, you gotta talk to the chat and play a game at the same time. That's two things. Just chatting category is one thing. Okay, I can do one thing. I don't know if I can do two things.
Is this why you don't want to run a dating show or anything like that?
Stop!
What? I told you should.
Yes,
You know a whole bunch of girls.
see.
You'd do a good dating show. You'd be a good host.
I'm not a good host though. I'm really bad at like hosting and like doing
I don't think
stuff.
I'm good at interviewing, yet I keep doing it for some reason.
Oh my god. Maybe one day. Maybe one
Try
day.
You should legitimately try it. What about growing up? Tell me about your childhood growing up, where you grew up, what you
I
did.
grew up up north in California. I grew up in a very small town that was voted most ugly in America. So that's just like the pickings that were kind of there. Growing up, there was a lot of white conservative and very rich people there. I remember I sat on a board giving away like tens of thousands of dollars in scholarships and grants. And we were looking through like scholarship applications, and I looked at this one applicant, and they were super poor. They couldn't afford to go to violin lessons, and I was like, "Wow, this is really sad. We should give them $1,000 so they can go to fucking lessons." And then like everyone on the board was like, "No, they're using the poor card. Like it's just like so like they're just trying to use this card." And I was like, "What are you talking about? They just can't afford to go to lessons. We're giving away money. Like this is what we're supposed to do." And then like I don't know. That was just like that was just like what it was like growing up there. They were just like very not supportive of people.
What'd you do for fun? Do you remember what you like? Did you hang out with friends? Was there since it's the ugliest town, I don't imagine there was a lot of good sightseeing there or anything like that. So
No, it's super boring. Super boring. Small town vibes. I didn't really like do I was a very different person back then, so I was like very academically focused. I wanted to be like to go into academics or be a writer of some sort. So I would just like spend most of the time reading, a lot of time writing. I would work on extracurriculars. I had like 6 different extracurriculars when I applied to college, and just like a lot of time studying because I was really into studying. I actually have a YouTube video that is all about bullet journaling. It has 80,000 views.
Wait a minute. What the fuck? Like, okay, now, oh god, I don't know why I didn't find that. That would have been amazing.
Yeah.
What made you transition into like the whole e-girl thing from like the whole academic thing? Because like I've talked to you before. You're pretty fucking smart, legitimately.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You hear that, Sean? I'm smart. I'm really smart. Anyways, it was like
You have to be smart.
it was like a whole thing. I realized, I don't know. I was just like I clung onto my academics because I was really depressed at the time, and it was like a coping mechanism for me. And then I became less depressed in college, and I was like, okay, I actually don't care about academia anymore. Like this is just like a coping mechanism for me, and if I'm not depressed, and I don't need it. So, I feel like the e-girl thing though, like it's not. I feel like if anything, it actually goes along with like intelligence and like all that kind of stuff because like I don't know. I feel like e-girling and stuff. It's such a interesting like. It's such an interesting thing to do. I feel like because there's just like so many different like ways you can analyze it, or so many different ways you can like approach it, and there's just like I don't know. It's just fun. It's just fun. I feel like
said,
yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
sorry.
I'm
Go ahead.
I once said on a show, it was Austin's show actually a long time ago, that women who do like OnlyFans and sex work and stuff like that are some of the smartest women on the planet, and everyone laughed at me. And I was like, do you understand how much money they're making or what they're doing or how they're like, I don't want to say it's not a manipulation thing, but how smart some of those women have to be to get where they're going or do what they do. Like they're some of the smartest girls on the planet. Like, and people think they're dumb. I think that's weird to underestimate those girls at all.
Yeah, I mean, like, at the end of the day, when you think about it, like, your work-life balance is insane. Like, you only work, like, one day, like, a week, maybe, and then you make money. It's really nice. Like, I don't know, I think it's a good deal.
Yeah.
And
I think long term it's a little bit harder for sure if you don't look forward. But there are a lot of women who nowadays like treat it as a business. Like legitimately.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, not that I really was gonna have much of a future anyways. I was gonna be a writer or an academic, you know? Like, I feel like those were both very dead-end jobs. So
What did you what did you want to write? What were you interested in writing?
I was really interested in personal essays. I really liked writing essays. I am a huge fan of like all that stuff. I wanted to write for smaller magazines, not necessarily the New Yorker. I wasn't much of a journalist, but I just liked writing personal essays and stuff. So I really like Real Life Mag. When I was a kid, I loved Rookie growing up. There's a lot of other magazines that I kind of like read from, but I wasn't like a huge fan of. But yeah.
Do you have any favorite writers that like stand up top of your head?
Jenny Jong, Gia Tolentino, Murakami. He's not an essay writer, but he's pretty good. Yeah, those are some of my favorites. I can't really remember any more off the top of my head. Oh, there's Esme Wang. She's she's really good too.
What types of stuff do they write? What are they mostly?
Jenny Jong, she writes poetry and she writes essays. Esme Wang, she writes essays. She has schizophrenia and she like writes of her experiences, which I think is really interesting. And Gia Tolentino, she writes a lot of like personal opinion articles for the New Yorker. She wrote about weighted blankets and she tied it back to like our feelings of loneliness. And she's just like, I don't know, I just really like personal essays because I really like the way like the people think and like the way they can like spin like so many worlds out of nothing. It's so interesting to me. Like, how do you use a weighted blanket? All of a sudden you're thinking about the human condition, you know? Like, it's so cool, you know? Like,
yeah, the reason people use weighted blankets, it's because of what's that? It's not autism. It's a special. It's a disease. It's not a disease. Is it a disease? Something you get at night. It's like you. I think it might be autism in some sort of way. If Chad knows what I'm talking about, I think it might be autism, where or you get night terrors or something like that. Or that's why weighted blankets are used. That's why they're very popular. Is because it like keeps you grounded within the covers and you don't freak the fuck out. I think that's it, but I'm not 1,000% sure about that, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I just know that they're cool. I like weighted blankets. I like plushies. I like cuddling. I like all those sorts of things. It's not poor. I grew up on Social Security, so I was actually poor, but
you grew up on Social Security?
I grew up on Social Security. My dad died when I was 11 years old, so like, and my mom, she didn't have a job for a really long time, so she would just like sell all the shit my dad bought her, and then like that's how we saved ourselves until I got to college, and then she went back to college, got a job. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. What? I grew up on Social Security, but my house was worth $500,000.
How? What the fuck?
Yes. And then I wrote an article about it for my high school. And it won like an award, a national award, because it was just like so weird. Like, just my life growing up was so weird. And I actually got like I got like more programs for poor people in my high school, because my high school is known for being rich. So they didn't have a lot of programs for like people who were poor. So like, yeah, we got scholarships, we got like a free lunch program. It was really cool.
Damn, dude. Well done.
Yeah, see, that's why I like essays, because like essays, they touch people, they can change things around you. Like, I don't know, it's just like, so they can be so impactful.
Mm-hmm. Is there? I'm trying to think of. Is there like an essay or a book or something you've read or a poem that like that's sort of ever shaped you or can like completely change your way of thinking?
I think a lot of essays make me feel that way, because like, there's just the way people think is just so interesting. I really like reading Real Life Mag. I've mentioned it before, but Real Life Mag is about like the internet, and it's about like it's like about like all the different like phenomenons that are on them. They actually talk about like Twitch, they talk about parasocial relationships, they talk about like all these really interesting things that you don't really think about, and they're all written by like experts in the field. So like if I go to Real Life Mag, I can just kind of like think about like things that I want to like learn more about, or like when I can change my mind on, and just kind of click around, and like some of it like kind of feels like bullshit. Like it kind of sometimes feels like it's not really like objective, it's more like subjective. But
yeah,
I feel like Real Life Mag is a pretty good place to like just find a lot of different things.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Is Real Life Mag like a physical copy of something, or can you get it on the internet, or is it like?
Oh, it's free. It's on the internet.
Okay. It almost sounds like Reddit in a way, where but they've compiled it into, you know, more thoughts and essays rather than just people commenting memes and shit. So
no, it's just a magazine, Zach. It's just a magazine. It's like if you go into like the New Yorker and you click around, there's like a bunch of free articles, but like there's no paywall on Real Life Mag. It's really cool.
It's like Mental Floss. You ever clicked on Mental Floss before?
Like I think once, like years ago.
Yeah, it's like a better BuzzFeed, but more anyway. Psychology. Getting into that, like it seems like that you like the psychology of people, you like the psychology of things in general. Didn't you study psychology?
Yeah, I did study psychology, but it was mostly because I liked the psychology department. It wasn't necessarily like my thing is that I'm not like particularly interested in other people. I'm really interested in the psychology of myself. Like I'm very like narcissistic or self-centered in that way.
Why would you say that you're self-centered, or why would you say that you're narcissistic?
It's just because like I know that there's more ways to be interested in people. Like I've read a lot of like essays and stuff in a lot of books, and there's a lot more ways to just kind of like analyze people and like look at people and just kind of like figure them out, and I don't do that. So that's why I would say that I'm more self-centered, because I just like can't be bothered to think that deeply about people a lot of the time.
What else do you like about psychology? What else is interesting about it? Were there any particular things in school that you learned about psychology, or that you were just like, whoa, this is actually interesting, I'd like to learn more about this particular subject? Like there's a plethora of stuff, but is there anything that you found particularly interesting?
Is there anything I found particularly interesting?
About psychology, like you go through different stages of you go through different classes of psychology and phases and stuff like that. So
I don't know, actually. I was mostly focused on like things about like mental health. I like learning about like abnormal psych. I think it's interesting. I think the ways that like different mental illnesses like manifest in people is really interesting. I think, yeah, I don't know. It's just cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back into growing up and all that genre in general, and all that stuff. What got you interested in video games in general? Like, were you interested in video games at a young age, or did it come much later?
Yeah, I was interested in video games at a young age, but obviously I could not afford to play them. So like I would just like watch a lot of YouTube videos on like The Static Speaks My Name and BioShock Infinite and like a lot of other like games like that. And it was like really fun. I really enjoyed like watching them. But like because of my upbringing, it's like hard for me to actually like play them. I like watching people play them. Because like I like having like people there.
So you're a viewer. Yeah, that's fine to be a viewer. Like you like being a viewer. That's completely fine. I do that too. I watch people play video games all the time. It's interesting the way some people do it better than others. So
yeah,
hence Twitch.
And the things they take away from it, you know, like I don't know. I like watching video game essays. It annoys my chat so much, but I'll just like click on like a 50-minute like video essay and just start watching it in absolute dead silence.
I thought you kill your channel. Oh. That's how you murder your channel.
No, and then like I tried to watch like a VR chat documentary on my channel, which was 2 hours long, and everybody left.
Well, you have to pause, like you have to do what everyone else does. You have to pause it every like 2 seconds and go, my thoughts on this or this, and then people are interested in it, right? Like that's the meta of watching video documentaries or video essays or whatever, right? Is you have to stop the video every 2 seconds and go, here are my thoughts. So. Bro,
no, I want to watch it. I want to interrupt it.
Yeah, same. I'm the same. Whenever I watch a video for like that's 2 minutes long, I'm like, I try not to interrupt it, and I always end up interrupting it because I'm like, no one's watching. Are they? Are they actually?
my God.
So it's a
Okay,
struggle on
okay.
Twitch. But so what was your favorite video game growing up then?
My favorite
To
video
watch?
game.
Yeah.
My favorite video game to watch, probably Bioshock Infinite. I like learned a lot of the lore, or the Bioshock series. I just learned a lot of the lore, and I was like super interested in it. I was like, fuck, I wish I could play this game so bad. I don't know. I just really like the story.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you like the characters too as well, or what?
Yeah. I don't know. I know. I just really like the plot line. I think the main character was kind of sus, but.
What was the main character? I've never played Bioshock before, so I've never played any of the games. What was the main character like?
I want to ruin it for you.
I know it's a robot, right? That's the cover of the Bioshock games, but it's like a robot, right?
No, I just there's a big plot twist. I don't want to ruin it for you.
Damn it.
You know that she can afford it. No.
I'll still play it, even if someone ruins it for me. I'll still play it. I don't care.
No. You're just gonna have to find out yourself.
God damn it! I'm playing Donkey Kong right now. We got so many goddamn games we go through. What about outside of Twitch? What do you like to do hobby-wise? I see you have a piano behind you. You have a lot of plushies. You have a lot of just colors in general. Like what? You guitar? You play guitar? I didn't know that.
I took the guitar lessons for a little time. I only know a few chords anymore, and I was thinking about picking it up again. So that's why I have it here.
Huh.
But yeah, I draw. I played the piano. I used to train at the Carnegie Hall piano since I was 10 or 11. I try to write. I haven't written in a really long time, but
oh shit.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I drew my friend.
No.
I drew
Nice,
my
dude.
friend. Yeah.
Shit. Okay, you actually draw for reals. It's not one of those fucking things where I'm like, I can draw, and I draw a stick figure of somebody. I'm like, yeah, I'm probably great at drawing, whatever, yeah.
Yeah. I only showed him for a brief moment because I kind of fucked up on him, but like, yeah, I do actually draw, and like, I don't know, I'm a creative person. I like doing sorts of stuff. Nowadays, though, like sometimes I'll make like stupid ass videos, and then like I'll post them on Twitter.
Yeah, you're actually pretty decent at like video editing and transitioning and stuff like that. When I watched your video, you posted, what was it? I think you posted it was like a trailer for your channel. And I think I texted you and I was like, this is actually pretty good. Like it's not bad at all. Like it's most people struggle with like video editing or finding a creative space to do that type of stuff. But you're pretty good at it. So yeah.
Claimed a lie on Zerko's chat for it, but it's fine, you know, like I don't know. It's not like my actual channel trailer because for my channel trailer, I want to like go all out. I want to get like make it like look really fancy. But that was a really great like introduction trailer. I just filmed it on my phone and used CapCut to edit it on my phone. It was cool.
Damn. Yeah, no, you did really well. When I watched it, I was the same as you when I saw you on Heel Mike / Zerko. I was like, how did she get eliminated first for actually putting in effort? That makes no sense. But that's Twitch. If you put in more effort, then you get eliminated.
Twitch, yeah. Sounds like Twitch.
Tell me more about piano. Do you still play piano? Do you still like playing piano? Do you like what kind of music do you play on the piano?
Quit when I was 16 years old, so I'm just trying to get back into it. But I was classically trained, so I like that's like what the grant was for. It was like for classical music. I was like co-president of like a classical music board, and yeah. But I quit when I was 16 because like I was never really passionate about it. It was like mostly my mom like pushing me into it, and I just like happened to be good at it. So like that's how it all happened. But I don't know. To get back into it, but this isn't an 88 key keyboard, so I actually can't play any of the songs that I used to play anymore because it's just simply not big enough. This is just mostly for music production because I'm trying to get back into music, not back into music production, but I'm trying to learn music production because I think it'd be really good for me and like really fun to just kind of do all this sorts of stuff. So
yeah, looks like 44 keys. It looks like half of it, right?
Around I don't know how many keys it is, but it's pretty tiny. Like I can't play anything. I have to do like chords like one at a time on it.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass to have to go back out of that. I've tried playing piano before. It's my favorite instrument when people play it, but it's like I would say I don't want to say it's the hardest, but it's not easy to grasp at first, just all the keys. But I'm also dumb, so
it's a difficult instrument to learn. Like for most people, you have to start learning when you're like 5 because it's just like it has to be like ingrained in you. But like once an adult, you can still like learn songs and stuff. You just can't be like a classical musician. But Who wants to be a classical musician?
But I want to go to like a subway or like a fucking airport, like a subway station or airport, and then there's a piano there, and I want to just be able to sit down and play it, and people go, "Oh, you're so good," and then walk away. I want to be able to do that.
You can
though.
do
That's
that.
bad.
You don't have to be like at that high level. You can just do that like with like intermediate stuff. Like most people don't play the piano, so.
It's way cooler when I see two dudes at a fucking train station and they're sitting down and they just go back and forth and shit like that, and then they're playing with each other and then they're dueling and then just like, oh my god, I want to do
Playing
this.
with each other? Wow, in public?
Yeah. You heard what I said.
Yeah. I get you. I haven't been able to do that in a while though. I forgot all my pieces. It was really sad, but we're learning again.
What was your favorite thing to play when you were being trained?
I liked romantic music. I liked like from the romance period, and I think it's just a lot more emotional and stuff. Like I can't really tolerate. I think classical music is just Baroque music is too mechanical. Classical music is just so happy and so boring. Romantic music, like it explores a lot more emotions. And contemporary music does like the weirdest shit ever. Like they literally like, and it's like when it's good, it just only sounds like music movie scores. Like it doesn't really like sound like classical music at all. It's so strange, and it just sounds so like discordant, cacophonous. Like I don't know, it's just like so disgusting to me. Like I only like romantic music. I feel like that was the best period, and ever since then it's just dropped off.
Can you name an example of a romantic period in case someone doesn't know what that sort of period is for piano?
It's just like period with like Debussy. I don't know how to say his name. Chopin, Debussy, Chopin. Like I think Schumann. Yeah.
Schumann. Yeah.
Rachmaninoff. Yeah, I don't know how to say his name either. Yes.
It's kind of like modern art. It's contemporary music. It's sort of like if I compare the two, because modern art is shitty, and so is contemporary because it's just all over the place compared to the classics of painting or the classics of piano. Classical music, it just sounds better. It is better. There's structure to it in some sort of way. Whereas modern art and contemporary are just feels like someone's jerking you off, and they're not doing it in a good way. They're using like sandpaper, I guess, would be my comparison to that.
Have you seen that one like art piece where it was just like a banana taped onto a wall?
Unfortunately, I have. That was in Miami Basel art thing like a couple years ago. It's the shittiest thing ever.
Yeah, that's the state of modern art.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I once saw a at the Broad in downtown LA, a gold toilet. That's all it was. It was just a toilet. It was gold. It wasn't even real gold. It was just painted gold. It was bullshit. Wasn't good.
Sounds about right. That's me.
If you want to go to a cool museum, go to the Louvre. Way better.
Okay, but I have to fly to Europe first. That sounds like a lot.
You can do that. Nah, it's not that
I
far.
have to get like a SIM card and like plan things out and like.
You don't have to get a SIM card, or I almost said SIM card, and then I said SIM card out loud. You technically do have to get a SIM card. No, you don't have to get a SIM card. I didn't get a SIM card when I went there.
How did you survive? How did you do things?
It just switches over. The service switches over. It doesn't. You don't need a SIM card. I have Verizon. I don't know if you have AT&T.
I have AT&T.
Maybe you have to have a SIM card in AT&T. I don't know. I don't know why you would though. It's odd. What about content creation? What do you dislike the most about content creation when you do it?
I like that you can just basically do anything you want. Like, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, you can make like stupid ass videos like I do. You can be an e-girl if you want to. You could be like a documentary maker. Like, I don't know. There's just like so many different avenues for it, and like, I don't know. It's just like so versatile. I feel like, you know, you can just be on so many different things.
What do you want to do with it long term? What do you think you want to do with it long term? Do you want to sort of stay the e-girl route, or do you want to sort of go somewhere else, or do you want to try hosting things? Because you'd be good at hosting things.
You'd be really bad at hosting things. I don't know where this belief in me comes from, but I don't know. I want to do like more. I guess I do want to do more shows, but like I want to post it on YouTube and just like have a bunch of like funny moments on there. Like I don't know, I saw this tweet that was like, I wish I had like an hour-long compilation of me and my friends like funniest moments, and I want to like, and like I've like been friends with like other YouTubers who like do that and just like have like this huge catalog of like memories. And I'm a pretty sentimental person, so I feel like I want to like do that and just like have like dumb shit with my friends on YouTube and like just kind of make stupid videos, comedy sketches on like YouTube, and then just be on Twitch and just be an e-girl. Just be an e-girl. Like that's the next step for me. Just like just expressing more that side of myself, because I feel like I don't get to express it that much, I guess.
Yeah. What do you dislike the most about content creation?
What do I dislike the most about content creation? I hate that the money isn't regular. I hate that it fluctuates a lot. It's very stressful. But other than that, I like the work-life balance. I like the versatility. Another thing I hate is also the people. Sometimes the people are not great, but sometimes the people are also really great. Huh? What?
People are the worst/best part.
Exactly. It's hard. It's hard because you meet some of the best people, but you also meet some of the worst people. So it's like, fuck. Like, what do I like? It's awful.
You have to go through the worst people though to get to the best people, which sucks. Because there's such a pile of worst people out there that are just like you're filtering through every single day. It's
awful. And it's like the internet, you know, like somebody who's like driven me online and like is just like there. It's probably not the best person for you, but it's fine, you know.
Yeah, it's usually just easier to move past them though, like or just ignore them completely. That's what I do if I don't really like someone. I just ignore them. I just filter them out of my mind. I don't really block them. I don't really do any of that. Like occasionally I'll block somebody, but most of the time I just ignore what their presence is. Usually works pretty well.
Nice.
Yeah. You don't need to block them because then you start drama, right? Like if you block somebody, they go to your page and they see you. I guess blocking on occasion though. I guess it's different for girls on the platform. How do you feel? Let's just talk about that. How do you feel being a woman on the platform? Like how is your experience different, do you think, from a guy on the platform?
Oh, so many male content creators want to collaborate with me. Like I just have such a great like content. Like I'm just so appealing. I'm so funny. I think it's like, yeah. I mean, ever since like even before I was an e-girl, like I would always get like weird ass messages that like my guy content creator friends would never get. And I don't know. I feel like when I hear about like my guy friends DMs, it's always like people who genuinely want to collaborate with them and do really cool shit. When I look at my DMs, it's like just a shit show.
Is there a DM in particular? Obviously, you can censor the person that you remember that's just like really fucking weird, or is there a story that's just like, why would you ask that, or something that was just weird that you got a DM?
Really?
Not really?
Yeah, they just I mean like there's like a lot, obviously like a lot of really bad ones. I remember another time somebody was like, you have a great asshole, but you have the chest of a child.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, it is really weird.
That's really weird. Don't put kids and buttholes in the same sentence. That's not
I know.
That's very weird.
It's super strange.
That's gross. Pigpen, thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome, Pigpen Strikes and company. What's going on, guys? Ask her about something. Exclamation point Discord if you want to ask a question. Let's see. What about advice? It's a good piece of advice you can offer someone, or advice you've received.
Advice?
Yeah.
Life's a video game, you know? You're the main character, everyone else is an NPC.
What? Life is a video game.
Great.
Everyone else is an NPC.
That's how I live my life.
Someone said that, or you just make that shit up?
I think I might have like seen a tweet about it or something, but like that's how
Are you like Kanye West, where like you tweeted that, and then you just look back at your own tweets and you're like, yeah, that's fucking good advice. I'm gonna say that shit out loud.
Stop. I do quote my own tweets a lot. I will say that. I have some bangers, bro. I have some fucking bangers.
You're female Kanye West. Got it. Nice.
No.
It's not a bad thing. I fucking love Kanye West. Kanye West is my favorite person of all time. By far.
Oh my god.
I fucking love Kanye.
It was a Kanye West concert, and he canceled 15 minutes in, and I got like footage of him like screaming about like Shia LaBeouf, and I posted on YouTube, and it got like 60,000 views.
Was that when he was doing Yeezus?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he was not well when he was doing Yeezus. It was either Yeezus or Pablo. I'm guessing. Yeezus
Oh,
or Pablo.
Yeah, it's Pablo. Yeah.
Pablo. Yeah. He was not well at that time.
Yeah. It was like also like the same day his like mom passed, so it was like probably gonna happen.
You have the most random, like, I'm just like categorizing your YouTube videos right now. You have the most random YouTube videos that have gotten a lot of views. Kanye ranting, and there's the one about fucking doing essays and studying that got 80,000 views. What else do you have on that YouTube channel that it just got?
Not that much else, dude. Like I
insanely.
archived basically everything. I had like some makeup tutorials that were like only had like 1,000 views, but
that's still pretty good. 1,000 is awesome. I freak the fuck out when I get 1,000 views on something, or I break 1,000. So
yeah, I don't know.
Not bad.
It's alright, you know. It's just not.
Huh?
I don't know. I wasn't much of a YouTuber. I just like randomly posted videos, and sometimes they would pop off.
I think you do pretty good at YouTube.
I could do.
You could do better.
Yeah, and definitely nowadays it's not like as great. So yeah.
Yeah. What would you do on YouTube if you could do YouTube? Would it be like the you were talking about sketches and stuff like that, or just random like memories with your friends, or what would you do like to curate a YouTube channel? What would your content be?
I would just content, just like stupid ass like jokes,
memes.
Yeah, stuff with my friends, you know, like that's it. Like that's my ideal YouTube channel. Just like
Kanye ranting.
No, I archived that. Or I archived that.
Dude, so many people who like that are pissed right now because they can't find that video. You realize that, right? They're just like, oh no, I want to see Kanye ranting. I'm sure there's 1,000 videos of it. But maybe yours is the most high quality, dude. So.
It was not. It was on my iPhone 4.
What?
It was on my iPhone 4.
Jesus, 4?
Yeah. I had an iPhone 6 for the longest time. I was so sad when it finally died. Or like I lost it.
Do you think do you think Face ID is better than thumbprint ID?
No, bro. Like it's bro, like I gotta like move it so like it's like in front of my like face and open my eyes because I can't just be like open my phone.
It's bullshit. I don't know why they won't bring it back. It's the stupidest shit ever.
No, and it's like an invasion of privacy, you know. Like I don't know. I feel like what are they doing with like Face ID data? You know, like they're evil. I know they're evil.
I mean, thumbprint ID is the same thing though. They could take your thumbprint and like what they scan out. You could do something with that. That's just the same thing. It's just. I'd rather, they're already stealing my data, at least make it more convenient for me where if like I'm lying down on my face and I want to open something or see something, half my face is covered by my pillow. They're just like, this isn't you. We're not going to open it. I'm like, I don't want to have to do that. That's bullshit.
No, it's so sad. I hate it. That's why I use my passcode most of the time.
Yeah, but then passcodes got like extremely long though as well. Like they're just way too long at this point.
Passcode?
Yeah, they're like 6 characters. It's too long. Go back to the 4 character. Why the fuck did they do that?
I use the same passcode since like 7th grade.
Yeah, same. I've been using the same passcode since I got an iPhone, legitimately. I don't change. That's probably not good to say out loud. If someone gets my passcode, they'll know it immediately. Well, too late now. What about someone you admire? Is there someone out there you admire, either a celebrity, maybe it's a parent, maybe it's a cousin, maybe it's someone you admire?
I think I admire ProZD. He's so funny. I was watching his videos earlier. The
guy who does 30 to 30 second to a minute videos on doing anime things?
Yes, they're so funny. He's so funny. He does so much with so little, you know? Like
I can't believe that's like the guy's entire career is making 30 second to a minute videos on just things anime people say or things that have been done in shows, or like that's literally what he does. He's been doing that for years and he still gets the amount of views he gets previously.
Great. That's why he's always high quality. He should make TikToks now. Like it would be such a great platform for him.
Why do you like ProZD? What's appealing about him?
So funny, bro. He's so funny. He's so right. You know, like I don't know. I wanna make videos like that make people laugh as hard as that. You know, like it's so great. And like he's always so consistent with it too. Like I'll still watch his videos to this day. Like I've watched him for years, and he still makes me laugh as hard as like back then. You know.
Damn.
Incredible.
That's impressive. Shit.
Yeah.
He's done that.
Yeah. Him and Conan O'Brien, I love. They're just
Conan
O'Brien. Yeah.
Those are like the most interesting choices. Conan O'Brien and ProZD.
Why is that interesting? They have like millions of views. They're very popular.
Conan's interesting just because I don't really hear people say Conan that often. Why Conan?
He's hilarious. What are you talking about, bro? Conan.
No, I agree with you. He's my favorite late night person for sure.
Yeah, I'm so sad he retired. Now he's doing like a stupid podcast. Like, what the fuck?
The podcast is pretty good.
I know, but I just miss him and like going out places and like interacting with people and like having like the different camera angles and professional like setup. You know, like I don't know.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Like the bits with him and Jordan Shalansky were definitely my favorites. Where Jordan would just act like he just hates everyone on Earth, and it would just be him or whatever. So.
Yeah, him just being with random people, like just like going out and traveling and stuff. Like he would just make the best bits ever. He's just really great. Yeah.
When did you start liking him?
Oh, I liked him like 7th grade. Like I was a huge fan. When I moved to LA, I was like, wow, I wish I could go to a Conan show. And then I never. He retired. Oh
yeah.
Sad.
You know those tickets are free, right? Like you can literally get those tickets for free.
Bro, it just sounded like a lot. Like I had to wait there for hours, and like no one else would come with me, and then like fucking like I don't know. It just didn't sound like a great thing. Also, I've never watched a full Conan show. I've only watched clips on YouTube, so I have no idea what the entire show is like.
Honestly, that's all you need to watch. It's not that good. Like in terms of the entire show, it's pretty boring. The clips are the best part, or where he does sketches. Those are the best parts. So you're not really missing much, honestly. You got a small sum of $40 million to be retired by the company he worked for. God damn. Okay. No wonder he retired. Yeah. Huh. Shit. Conan O'Brien. Should have went to a what are you doing?
I'm vaping.
Oh, you can vape on camera. Like, it's fine.
I know, but it's like plugged in because it was like dying.
Like the plug-in.
I'm addicted, okay? Shut up.
I know you're addicted, but it's just funny to me that you have to plug in like basically a cigarette nowadays, and you used to be able to just light fire up and shit like that. But now you have to actually plug it in like a remote or a USB. It's just funny to me. It's just an interesting thing to me.
Convenient though. I don't have to go outside to smoke. I can just be inside and smoke. You know.
That's true, and it does, and it does smell like it doesn't smell like smoke, which is awesome. So that's the entire reason I don't like when people smoke. I don't care when people vape because it doesn't smell bad. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless they have nicotine flavor, then I'm like, ew, gross. Why would you have nicotine flavor when you have the choice of watermelon? That makes no sense.
So true, so true.
What about friendships and relationships? What do you admire, or wow, what do you value most in a friendship?
I value somebody who can give me constant attention. You know, that's a huge plus. Someone who loves me, someone who's very very supportive of me emotionally. You know, that's what I in our friendship. In a relationship, we're still working on that. We're still trying to figure that out. But I know for a fact, I don't know. I have a lot of friends. I feel like.
Someone who goes give you a lot of attention. What do you mean by a lot of attention? Do you mean like constantly texting, or do you mean like hanging out, or what do you mean by that?
Yeah, constantly texting, constantly hanging out. Like, I'm very high maintenance as a friend. Like, I need to text like all the time if we're gonna be best friends. So otherwise, we just won't text at all. It's like I'll leave you on red for like months, or I'll like text you back immediately and we'll talk all day.
Would you say you're more extroverted or introverted when it comes to like meeting with people? Because you seem like a mix of it almost.
Introverted, but with like certain people, like my favorite people, I'm very extroverted.
What does it take to become more extroverted with those people? Like, what do they have to prove to you? I guess would be the word for it.
That they value me as a friend. You know, I'm really special to them. You know, we talk a lot. I enjoy their presence. I enjoy their company. It doesn't drain me to hang out with them. It energizes me.
Okay. Yeah. What about bucket list? Do you have anything on your bucket list that you really, really want to do?
I want to publish a novel before I die. That's like something that's like really high up on my list. I don't like usually write fiction, but
Ooh. What type of novel would you want to do fiction wise? Like what would it be about?
I'm not gonna lie, it would be like autofiction, so it would just basically be like an autobiography, but like fictionalized, basically. But like, because I'm not very creative,
Uh-huh.
and I suck at like creating entire characters from scratch. But it would probably be like that. I'm really obsessed with like people who just like look at their lives and like approach it in interesting ways. Like I don't know, it's really fun for me. Like,
Wait, why would you say you're not creative? I feel like you've given several examples of why you're creative.
when did I say I wasn't creative?
You just said that like 10 seconds ago.
Really? Oh shit!
When you were writing, you were like we were talking about writing a book. I was just like, you just said, yeah, I'm not really creative.
Because fiction writing takes a lot of creativity. You have to create an entire person from scratch. Like I'm not that girl. I'm not that guy. You know, I can't. I'm not creative enough to create an interesting character from scratch. I'll borrow elements from interesting characters in my life, but I can't like do it from scratch. You know.
Well, that's what you do with characters, though. How you create them. You literally you take someone's name, like someone has an interesting name, like I don't know, Penelope is an interesting name, right? And you take that name and then you find a last name that's interesting. I don't know, Penelope Cruz or some shit like that. Great, interesting name, right? And you create that character and you create it in your head. You see people in public or you meet them and you take elements of them that you like a lot and you create that character.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like because like the thing is like especially because I'm not like particularly like interested in like the way people work. I don't understand.
Okay.
Person that would realistically like have those elements would actually function.
Oh, okay.
So, like if I put them through situations, like I don't know if that would be like very on character for them. Like I can't, I just can't like tell, you know. So I would avoid that and circumvent that by writing an thinly fictionalized version of my life, you know, and then that would be how that novel would go down. That novel, not novel.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Definitely. Yeah. A novel. Anything else on your bucket list that you'd want to do besides a novel or that you think of?
A novel. That's the main one. That's like a big life one. I feel like. I don't know. I want to travel more. I feel like it's everyone though. That's a big thing.
Where do you want to go in particular? Because some people don't want to go to certain places, and other people have particular places they want to go. Like some people are like, oh, I want to go to Bali. Some people are like Germany. Some people are like Italy is their number one. Some people, this is their number one. Like, where do you want to go in particular?
As you know, I wanted to go on a Europe trip, so I was thinking about like UK. Then I was looking at Amsterdam and Greece. I thought like those were really cool places to go. But I want to go to Vietnam. I want to go to Thailand. I want to go back to Korea, visit the family. I want to go to Japan just to see what's up. You know what everyone's talking about. You know, I don't know. I'm not like a Bali person. I'm not like a Cabo person. I'm not all that. But
where have you been outside of the U.S.? Like,
I actually have not traveled that much out of the U.S. other than to Korea because that is obviously where my family is. Yes. I went to Jeju Island in Seoul because that's where two places where my family is, and Jeju Island's like the Hawaii of Korea. It's really beautiful. A lot of nature, a lot of butterflies. It was adorable. I went to the DMZ too.
What's the DMZ?
It's the line between North and South Korea. We had to sign a waiver that if we died, then we wouldn't hold the tourist company accountable. And
tell me about the.
Yeah, the DMZ. It's so interesting because there's nobody who's in the DMZ, obviously, because like it's like if you like it's very protected by the military, and if you cross it, you like die. Like there's a whole incident there over somebody like. North Korea wanted to chop, I forgot what exactly. Somebody wanted to chop down a tree, and somebody died because somebody tried to cut down a tree between it's very tense. It's very tense. But because there's like no people there, there's nature flourishes, and there's a lot of like really beautiful butterflies. I love butterflies. Sorry, a lot of beautiful butterflies, a lot of beautiful like animals, a lot of beautiful like plants that are like very rare that are like flourishing in the DMZ. That was like super cool. There's an abandoned train station that like they wanted to like transport people from North and South Korea and like have them meet each other. There's a secret tunnel that North Korea tried to tunnel to South Korea, But the thing is, most North Korean men are like 5'5", so it was really short. So it was really sad.
So I'd be fucked in that tunnel if I ever wanted to go in.
Yeah, it's really
I'd be
sad.
very uncomfortable in that tunnel.
and then yeah, at the end of the tour, we all like lined up in front of the line and just like stared at the guards over there. I feel like we were like sitting, like we were just waiting for somebody to like start shooting at us, but like I don't know, we survived. We went home. Obviously, I'm alive, so.
It's so weird. What does the DMZ stand for? Something zone?
Militarized zone.
Oh, God. That's a weird. Why would they have something? I thought the like crossing in North and South Korea was like a no-no for North Korea. I didn't think they were very lenient on doing any of that.
Yeah,
I thought it was like a closed-off country.
It is a closed-off country. You can't travel back and forth. Yeah. Although, like, obviously, I think South Korea want to like reunite at some point or something. Like, they want to, but obviously a lot of tensions. So that's why the train station was built, but then things fell through.
That's
they
why
they probably wanted to do something evil to South Korea. That's why they built the tunnel, but then they got discovered. So.
Damn. Okay.
Now it's a tourist trap. So.
That sucks. I would not tourist trap there. I would not tourism there. Fuck that. Oh, I probably would. I like weird. I like weird fucked up things, so I probably would. What about? What's a really difficult decision you had to make? That kind of changed the course of your life.
Wow, you're just gonna ask something like that?
Yeah.
What's a difficult decision I had to make? Probably like going to college. I feel like choosing what college to go to. I feel like that really changed the course of my life. Going to LA, you know, because I would have never been on Twitch if I feel like if I didn't go to LA. Like, if I didn't meet my bestie Annika, who forced me to buy a PC over an Overwatch sweatshirt, and if I didn't like then use that PC to hang out with my friends on Discord, and then they streamed Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and then I got interested, and then I went to Twitch. So I feel like that was a big decision that changed the course of my life, just going to UCLA and having that butterfly effect.
Yeah. Do you like LA?
I love LA.
What do you like about LA?
I like how there's always something to do, and I always like how like glamorous it is. So fun, so great. I think it's a great place to be in your 20s in. I like that. Yeah, I feel like it's just like very different from like the place that I grew up in. So it's very nice and shiny and cool and great to me, you know.
You did grow up in the ugliest town in America, apparently, according to you earlier. So that's a drastic change.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have a particular place in LA that you think is awesome? Like, I prefer Studio City a lot just because I have a lot of, I don't know, I just enjoy Studio City for some reason. Is there a particular place in LA that you're just like, oh, this is cool here, or?
Oh, I didn't really get to explore much of LA outside of Westwood, I feel like, because like for 4 years I was just kind of trapped there. But I like Little Tokyo. It was cute. Marina Del Rey is really pretty. West Hollywood has a lot of things going on, which I really like.
West Hollywood's awesome. It's clean. It's gay. It's amazing.
Clean?
Yeah, West Hollywood's clean as fuck. Have you literally seen any other place in LA besides, like, West Hollywood is by far the cleanest. I've never seen a cleaner place in LA.
Wow.
It's amazing.
I can't say. I wouldn't really call any of that clean, but I also grew up in the suburbs, so.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah, I actually live across the street from the Sacramento police chief, apparently. So.
What?
Yes. And then one time he opened his garage, and there was a giant portrait of him in a police uniform in the garage. There was nothing else. Also, he paints his house like a different color from every other house on the block, like every year. So he just like stands out more. He's so narcissistic.
Why? Okay, tell me about this dude. And have you known him have you met him before? Have you known him your entire life? Like, what's the story with him?
Bro, I don't talk to him. My mom waves at him when we like pull out the driveway. I don't fucking talk to him.
That's so odd that you live next to a police person. That's.
Yeah.
That would make me uncomfortable. Like Anytime someone says, "Oh, like you ever move into an apartment," and they're like, "Yeah, the landlord is gonna be like right upstairs or downstairs from you," I'm like, "Can they not do that? Can they live somewhere else and be a landlord somewhere else so I can do things or feel comfortable?" You ever had that before?
Okay, here's the thing. I'm not doing anything illegal. Okay, I'm not doing anything wrong. Okay.
Me either. But what if I want to do something illegal?
What if I want to do something illegal? Okay, then
Yeah.
whatever. Like, I don't respect him.
I guess if you never met him or anything like that, you wouldn't
Yeah.
say otherwise. So.
Yeah, definitely.
You were talking about the book you wrote earlier. If you were to write a book, what would you think you would call it? Title-wise.
The butterfly flies out into the rain.
Why that?
I
What
love
is appealing?
butterflies. It's very. I feel like butterflies are beautiful, very fragile, and apparently when like there's rain, they have to hide under like leaves and stuff because every single rain droplet is like a bowling ball.
Oh
And
shit! I didn't know that.
so if it falls on them, they die. So like.
Damn.
Yeah.
I did not realize that. I mean, I knew they were fragile. I didn't know they were that fragile. What a bunch of pussies. Oh.
That's why you see butterflies when it's raining, bro. They would die. They would all be dead. They'd be on the floor.
I mean, you don't see a lot of things flying, or a lot of things like, yeah, flying when it's raining. Like a lot of things just kind of like sit down and wait when it's raining. Oh, it must suck being a bird in like Seattle. Fuck that. Oh.
Suck being a bird. Okay, I don't think birds are as fragile as butterflies, though.
Yeah, but still, there has to be that like that semblance of just death, butterfly death. That would suck.
I know. Imagine you just get squashed by a rain droplet, and that's how you end your life.
That'd be the worst death ever. It's like if you're an ant or you're a spider, and then some asshole comes in to shower, and they just turn the water on, and you just wash down the drain, and you're fucked. I think you're done. That's all that happens. So you're gone forever.
You know what? Wait, it surprised me about insects though. Sometimes when they die, they just like be dying like mid-flight. One time I found like a fly completely intact. It was not squashed or anything, just like on the windowsill. So it just like died mid-flight and just like landed on the windshield and just.
That's odd.
It was so strange. It really made me think. I didn't realize that insects died like everybody else. Like I thought they only died via like violence or like
violence.
Didn't know they could die of natural causes.
I've seen a couple flies just kind of like chilling, and then they like move around and stuff like that. But it wouldn't. I've never seen it just die of natural causes for sure.
I know, it's so strange.
Die of violence. Butterflies the closest.
Yeah.
Butterflies the closest thing I think fairies, so I could have guessed that. Fun fact, I did not know that, Dark. Another fun fact, if you touch a butterfly's wings, you can get the colors of your fingers. Wait, what the fuck?
Yes, I have a story related to that. Okay, so when I was a kid, we raised a bunch of butterflies in like kindergarten. And then like right when we were gonna release them, they would put the butterfly in our hands and then we would just like watch it fly away. And then so my kindergarten teacher put my butterfly in my hands and then it started moving. I got really scared and I did this.
You fucking killed it. Why'd you do that?
And then like there was a perfect butterfly wing on my palm afterwards, and I tried to go to the bathroom to scrub it off, but it wouldn't come off for like days.
Days? So it's like a tattoo.
I had blood on my hands, bro. I had blood on my hands.
It's like
it was so sad.
Wait a minute. So basically, butterflies are tattoo ink, essentially.
Temporary tattoo ink.
Oh my god. Oh no, man! If people actually get a hold of that, people are gonna use that as like temporary tattoos in the future, some shit like that. We're gonna lose all the butterflies because people are gonna start creating temporary tattoos with butterflies.
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
No, not these butterflies. They're too
cute. Speaking of tattoos, you have a couple tattoos. What do they mean? Like the ones on your arms, and you have a couple.
They mean I'm sexy.
Fairy, explain what they mean.
No, they don't have any meaning. They mean I'm sexy. These are just
what's the left one? What's the right one?
This one's a demon sword, and this one's an angel sword, and I'm matching with my friend, and only after we got matching tattoos did we talk about how we matched on Tinder.
What? You matched your friend on Tinder?
Yeah, a year before we met. And apparently we had like a whole ass conversation, like a really deep conversation, and then it ghosted. And then like we finally met, and then the entire time he was like, damn, this is that bitch I met like a year ago.
How did you, what the fuck? What? How? What? What?
Well,
How did you? How did you get fucking? What sparked the conversation to go back from that? I think I've never responded to someone on Tinder after the conversation dies.
oh, it's like memorable for him, and like, his like pictures were memorable enough for me.
Wow. Do you still hang out with the person?
Yeah, we're good friends. We hang out.
Nice.
We're broke right now, so we can't hang out that much, but I still love him.
Are they in LA or are they in Northern California?
They're my hometown.
Oh, okay, that's good. Shit. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I think henna is cheaper to obtain than butterflies. Do you have any other tattoos?
Yes, I have a heart right here. I have a giant tramp stamp that wraps around my waist and goes up my spine that I cannot show you because it's TOS. And then I have a strawberry right here. Which
You have a what right there? Say that again.
A strawberry with eyes right here.
Why do you have a strawberry with eyes on your wrist?
This is because it was matching with my friend and we got it at a party.
Damn. What about the one? What about the one in the center of your chest? What is that one? You describe it.
And it was a heart. It's like a demon heart. It's cute.
Why'd you do a demon heart?
Because it's cute.
No other reason? Just cute?
It's cute. That's it.
Just demons? You don't like demon shit?
I mean,
Are you religious?
No. I grew up religious though. I grew up in the church, but.
Did you?
Yeah.
What religion were you?
Like Presbyterian.
What the fuck is Presbyterian?
It's Christian.
Oh.
But it's not Catholic Christian.
Wait, how many versions of Christian are there? Holy shit.
We're like, we went from Presbyterian to Methodist. We went like, we just, as long as it was not Catholic.
Does your mom still practice religion anymore, or when you go to
My
her?
entire family is extremely religious. Yes, they're very religious. First time I ever met my grandmother, she told me, I was 11 years old. She was like, don't have sex before marriage. And then I listened to her. I am listening to her to this day. So, you know, good on Grandma for having that talk with me, you know?
Grandma made everything okay by having that talk. Did they say anything when you got tattoos?
My mom was extremely disappointed in me, but okay, I'm not gonna lie. I gaslighted her for years about this tattoo because this one was the only one I had. I kept telling her that this was like a temporary tattoo that I just kept reapplying. And she was like, kind of like really realistic. And I was like, no, they just make it look super realistic these days.
You gaslighted her into thinking it was a temporary tattoo for years?
Yeah, and then like finally I just like got a lot of tattoos one month and I just came back and then my mom was like so disappointed.
What'd she say when you got the one on your back and the one on your chest and then the other one's in your
She didn't
arms?
say anything, they just gave me the look of utter disgust and disappointment.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess it's like, is your mom like way older? Like my dad is literally 69 years old. Like he just turned it this year. So is your mom older,
She's
younger?
in her 50s. She's in her 50s, but she's
50s?
also like Korean. So like Korea, like they like within our lifetime, they hung gay people in the capital of Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So she's very anti-tattoo, very religious.
Yeah, because they associate tattoos with like gangs. And also, tattoos are mostly, like, tattoo artists are mostly illegal there because you can only tattoo if you have a medical license. And most doctors are not going to tattoo people for a living, so.
No shit. I did not know that. If you have a medical license, you can tattoo. I had no idea. Is that the same? Wow. I had no idea that was a thing.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Are there any doctors that would tattoo, you think? Or have you ever met someone who was a doctor who's like, yeah, I also did tattoos?
Really. For the most part, it's just like random people that are just like tattooing and like doing it from their home and they got it.
I was gonna say that kind of encourages people to do more like at-home tattoos and do it unsafely though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But you know, Korea's Korea, so what can you do?
Nothing. Laws.
Exactly.
You can break them. Oh.
Yes.
You break them all the time. What about jobs? What kind of jobs have you had throughout your life?
I've only had one regular job. I worked at Gap, and that was the job that helped me buy my PC, and then I bought my PC, and then never looked back.
What did you think about Gap? How was it?
It was awful. Every single day I wanted to die. my knees would hurt all the time because I have really bad knees, and I was like standing for most of the day. So like eventually towards the end, I had to sit on a chair, and my like boss was me. I was constantly late for work, and it was also like obviously I dressed really weird, and I had to like dress down for work every single day and like wear no makeup. And finally one day we were all like sharing Instagrams, and I shared my Instagram, and then they're like, "What the fuck, bitch? Like you're
This isn't you.
This ain't you." I was like, "Yeah, dude."
Yeah, man, it's just my fucking work outfit. Yeah, I can't picture you in Gap attire at all. Like I can't at all picture you in Gap attire. It'd be very, very weird if you wore like khakis and polos and shit, and you wore up like a polo and shit. But I've looked at your older pictures when you like you didn't do the e-girl thing or whatever. Like I've looked at those pictures, and you look very different from then to now. Wait, I can't hear you. Did you
I was a different person. No, I'm just very far from that thing.
Oh. Just scream into it. Don't do that. I have you very high on the volume.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah,
no. Yeah, it was just like different. Like, I used to wear black a lot and just like really be really edgy and stuff, but then I overdid it. Like I would
edgy.
I would go to school and and look like a dominatrix. Like I would have like thigh-high latex boots. I would have like so many chains, like latex, like everything. Like I have a Hannibal Lecter mask with like a bunch of chains. Yeah. I would just do that to school every day. And then like I don't know, I just like overdid it, and then it wasn't like fun to me anymore. Even though I like black a lot, like it's a great color, like I feel really comfortable in it. Like I always like wearing like costumey kind of clothes, like it just gives me life. So
yeah, you don't want a lot of bright clothing.
Yeah.
Like very bright clothing, like neon and greens, neon pinks, like a lot of neon. Like I would describe your style if I saw you, just like Miami, essentially.
Miami.
Like
really?
1980s Miami is your color scheme, essentially, which is cool. 1980s Miami was dope. So.
Hi, Cass.
It's Cass. Hey, Cass. So you worked at the Gap. How long did you work there before you quit? Was it like it had to be like maybe a paycheck or two, right? Maybe like a month or so.
Yeah, one summer. Oh, I also worked at Hypebeast. I forgot about that.
Wait, like the article, like hypebeast.com?
Yeah.
Huh? What the fuck did you do at Hypebeast?
I was like, they needed more girls in the Discord server, so they paid us to be active in the Discord server. I was in a group chat with the CEO, Kevin Ma, and then he was like, FairyKith for president. It was really cool.
Huh. That's crazy. Hypebeast. What did you do for Hypebeast?
Yeah, I was just active in the Discord. They paid me to be active in the Discord. That's how I got my first ever designer. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Because there's not enough girls in hype that are hypebeasts, so like they paid us to be there.
I gotta start selling like fucking fake feet pics saying I'm a girl and shit like that. This is bullshit, honestly.
What the fuck?
No, I've literally seen dudes like sell like fake feet pics and they get paid. Like people, if you make your toes look pretty, man, dudes will pay you. Even if you're a dude, they don't know. I gotta start doing this.
Wow.
I have some
no, they weren't like making me like sex people though. I was just active. I was just active in that server.
Look, it just spawned off in my mind something sexual. Okay, that's just how my mind works. It sucks.
That's on you. That's not on me. That's on you.
Down bad, Zach. Stop telling people my hustle, Zach. Fuck off, Sarkin. It's not your hustle. I
would in the past, but I'm not in LA right now. But I will be soon. So
I would not go to LAX, even though I know the reason she's going to LAX. I would not go to LAX. That is way too far and just way too much intense.
I would any excuse to hang out with Cassidy.
No, I wouldn't go to LAX. You want to hang out, Cass, and you're coming back? We can hang out after this though if you want. But too far. I would skip LAX and go to LAY. Lay. Okay, I'm not reading the chat anymore. What other jobs would you want? Like, if you could choose a job, like your next job, what would you choose?
I've always wanted to do something really weird. Like, I just can't. I feel like a conventional job. I feel like either I would have a very, very, very conventional job, like, which is like the most boring shit ever, or it would be something super duper weird, like something super interesting. It's like so weird that I don't even know what it is, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. I don't really have like a I don't really have like a specific job in mind that I really want, which is like kind of my whole issue actually, but it's fine.
Well, you're pretty young though too. Like you still figuring. I didn't really figure out what I want to do until literally like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So I was 29 when I figured that out. So you have a while. You have a while to figure it out. Even then, you don't even have to figure. There's not a certain time period to figure out either. So yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm flying to LA in a few days, Cass. Chill. I'll be there on the 5th.
Wait, are you going to TwitchCon?
I am going to TwitchCon, and then I'm staying in LA for like a week after.
Oh shit! I didn't know you were going to TwitchCon. I thought you were just up there. Shit.
I tweeted about it, and I posted about it on my Instagram story. I'm trying to get some of my friends and viewers to come as dogs, and then I have them on leashes, and then I just walk around, and that's like me at TwitchCon.
I saw that, and I didn't think you were serious.
1 and 2 apparently. Two apparently. So.
You have 2 people who are gonna do it?
2 people, yes.
What the fuck, dude? Dude, oh my god. This is bullshit. I'm just gonna be in the convention place the entire time.
No, don't buy it, Castley. This is only for gross men. Men deserve to be my dogs. Women, however, I will worship the ground you walk on, you know?
Please land in a few hours, making it convenient for me. She's part of the girl squad. I nearly bought it. Wait, what? I had money, it would have surprised. What the fuck? People actually doing this? No, I want to be dog? Oh god, I'm not hanging out with you guys then. You guys can fuck off.
Exactly. Do you want to be a dog? Do you want to be my dog at TwitchCon?
I'm gonna be working, dude. Like, I'm gonna be working the entire time. I looked at my schedule. It's
work in dog ears and a collar.
No, you can't. You can't when your boss is standing there and your boss is like, yo, what the fuck, Zach? I didn't know you rolled this way. I didn't know you rolled this way.
You don't have like an hour off or like lunch break or something?
Yeah, but I have meetings in between those. I literally have meetings with people where I was like, oh yeah, I'll see you at TwitchCon and we can have like lunch together. We'll have a meeting together. And I fucking loaded my schedule up the ass. It's bullshit. I'm stupid.
Thanks, Cass, yeah.
Ask Zach's boss to join in. I hate everyone. Oh. I hate every single person. You could witness any event, past, present, or future. What would it be and why? Anything, past, present, or future. What would you want to witness?
I think if I could witness any event, I would want to witness my sister's birth again. I wasn't really emotionally there for that, and I wasn't really like I kind of thought it was a joke, like
Wait, what?
Like I kind of thought like it was like a passing
Wait,
event. It was just like a little thing that we were doing. But I didn't really think it was like a life-changing event, and I really regret that.
How old were you?
I think I was 4.
What? Did you remember being 4?
Like being there at the hospital and being like really bored. I was like, when are we gonna go home? And then there was like somebody in the room for some reason, like in a bed, just like in the corner. I was really creeped out.
But like that's normal for your age though, like to be bored because your attention span's not as large at that age.
Yeah, so that's why I would want to experience it again, so I could really just like be in the moment. Because I don't even remember what my sister looked like when she was just freshly born, you know? Like I wanna remember her as a wrinkled little raisin, you know? Like I wanna tell her how she was all pink and gross looking, you know? Like
But you could do anything. You'd go to the that's a hell of an answer, honestly. I didn't think anyone would expect to say the birth of their sister. You must love your sister a lot then. Holy shit.
What else, bro? What else would I used to watch, bro? There's a like
I don't know, Jesus. I don't know. The fucking Berlin Wall being torn down is pretty crazy. 9/11, like several different. Like what?
Yeah, I want to see the Vietnam War so I can see a lot of white people being beat up by a bunch of Vietnamese people with a bunch of...
Okay, weird answer. Go back to the sister thing. Go back to the sister thing. Weird fucking answer. Never mind. Sorry I asked. Never mind. Never mind. That's your answer, but whatever. Q, if I need to be at LAX at 7:45, 8, when should I leave my house? 6 o'clock, Ghastly. I'm not even joking when I say that. All the failed attempts of Prince Ferdinand in the past, the first successful human teleportation in the future. See, Dark, that's what I'm talking about. You need fucking shit. That's what I'm talking about. Teleportation. Yeah.
Teleportation. Ooh, that's cool.
What's a superpower you'd have if you could have one?
I would shapeshift.
What would you want to shapeshift into? What would be like your norm? Like you'd shapeshift into a bunny?
No. Not that. Although maybe sometimes. You know how like sometimes they ask their significant other, would you still love me if I were a worm?
Yeah.
I would shapeshift into a worm and actually test them.
How long would you stay a worm?
However long it takes. However long it takes.
Oh no.
like maybe a few months, just to really see if like they really would treat me the way they say they would, like.
That would literally just be the entire time. You couldn't talk or anything though. What would like? How would that even?
You love me even if I'm a fucking worm, okay? Yes, I'm a worm. Worms don't talk. Yes.
That'd be so difficult though. You couldn't kiss the worm. You couldn't do anything with the worm sexually. I guess you could, but it'd be weird.
You're supposed to love the girl even if she's a worm, If you don't love the girl even if she's a worm, then you just don't love the girl, obviously.
Shapeshift. Wouldn't that just mean they love worms?
No, it means they love me. It means they love me.
Do they know it's you though when you shapeshift as a worm?
Yeah, I would shapeshift in front of them. I'd be like, babe, I have a surprise for you. I have a gift for you. Shapeshift into a worm.
That's the worst fucking gift ever, man. If someone was like, I have a surprise for you, like, oh, it's gonna be kind of cool then, right? Fucking turns from a fucking the person, the love of my life, into a worm. I'd be like, what the fuck, dude?
No, this is what I would do. I'd have sex with them, and right before they were about to nut, I would turn into a worm.
That's so fucked up. That's like beyond fucked up. That's like, that's just rude. How would you feel?
You're supposed to love me even if I'm a worm.
Yeah, but how would you feel if some dude is getting you off? If they have, if some dude is getting you off, and then boom, he turns into a tiger, and you're like, yo, what the fuck, dude? Why'd you turn into a tiger?
It's different from a worm, okay?
Okay, what if he turns into a worm then? How would you feel?
I'd be like, okay, damn, there's a fucking worm in my vagina. GG then, I guess.
I guess you could just use the worm though, technically.
Oh, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna fuck a worm. Who do you think I am?
Okay, no, that doesn't make any sense though. How? Okay, but you don't love that person unconditionally then. If you're not gonna fuck the worm, because love is.
Okay, I'm your number one. You're not my number one. You gotta love me even if I'm a worm. I don't have to love you even if you're a worm, but you have to love me even if I'm a worm.
What the fuck kind of stipulations are these? This is bullshit. This is like a podcast and you go on and it's like, oh yeah, you fucking guys do this for girls or whatever, and then it's like fucking double standard bullshit.
So what?
Not into worms, tech kid. Fuck off.
It sucks into worm.
What if he was about to nut and he was doing the worm and he was just like, he was doing the worm and he turned into a worm and it'd be double worms.
So.
Dude,
that so stupid.
That's something in the future I'd like to view. That's something I'd love to witness an event.
Wow.
What's something you like always have with you? Like, it's probably your vape, honestly. Something you always have with you though, like keys, wallet, phone, whatever. Like, what's something you always have on you that you never leave behind?
My vape. I always have my vape, but I've lost my phone 2 times.
How have you lost your phone? What was the thing? Were you like in a bathroom? Were you in a club? Were you in a bar? Where were you when you lost it?
One time, accidentally lost at a party. The other time, I left it on a bench.
Yeah, I love that story because it's so it's so sad.
It's so sad, I know. And I came back a few hours later and it was gone. He sold it.
Damn.
But I got an upgrade, so it was good. I didn't need an upgrade anyways. It was like dying.
Was it the iPhone 4 that you recorded Kanye on?
No, it was an iPhone 10.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. Damn, that does suck. Fuck.
Yeah, it was really sad.
That's sad. How do you forget it on a bench? You've never lost your vape though?
I've lost my vape like once, but like I usually just like even if I lose it, I find it immediately after I lose it. So
Fucking things got tracking. It's impressive. What
yeah.
got you into vaping? When was like the
I was really depressed and I needed a toxic addiction to have to distract me.
Okay.
That's all good addictions start, you know.
How do I always get into depression at some point in my interviews? It's amazing. Are you depressed?
Yes, and isn't everyone? You know, I think it's normal.
Yeah, I agree with that. You take any SSRIs for your depression?
No, I'm bipolar actually, so it's kind of
Oh no shit.
kind of difficult to fuck with SSRIs. Although I am sometimes on them, but I'm on Abilify right now. Shout out Abilify.
Applify?
Abilify.
Abilify or Applify?
Abilify, like ability, but Abilify.
Ah, okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, no, I took SSRIs for a period of time for depression, and yeah, bipolar though. What like talk more about that? I'm actually super curious as to like when you got diagnosed with that. What happened? How was it? How is living with being bipolar? I'm curious.
Diagnosed like when I went to college, but I was displaying clear symptoms when I was in high school. Like my biology teacher repeatedly told me, you have bipolar disorder, you should probably get it checked out into. But my mom was not supportive of my mental health, so I could not get officially diagnosed until I was into college and I had like freedom. It's really difficult. Like every single year, the highs and lows get higher and higher and lower and lower. Yeah, it's really hard. And the thing is about bipolar is that there's not really a cure, so you just have to be on medication for the rest of your life. And every time you don't take your medication, it damages your brain. And also, I have really bad memory, so I just don't take my medications sometimes, and it's really bad. But it is what it is, you know. It is what it is.
Have you had like episodes like what is I know what bipolar is, but I've never had it or I don't know the experience. Like what are things that happen to you specifically being bipolar?
It started off with like manic episodes, just like I felt like a god. I could sleep for like 2 hours a night and eat like 500 calories a day and be completely perfectly functioning, and was like super creative, super productive. I started like a million projects and was working on them all the time. Like it was really, really good for me. My most recent one, manic episode, I got a shit ton of tattoos, piercings, fucked a bunch of my friends, which is just super crazy, promiscuous, spend thousands of dollars on Amazon, just like spending money. And then the lows are really bad, really crazy. It's just like really depressed. Like I like for like a week straight, I just couldn't move out of my bed because I was just like so depressed. And like I couldn't even like go to my PC to stream, even though my PC was like 2 inches away from my bed, because bipolar is the highs and lows. Like, you know, like the only good thing about bipolar is that like no matter like how bad the lows are or no matter how bad the highs are, like you always know that you're gonna go back around. Like you're gonna have another manic episode, you're gonna have another depressive episode. So like you know,
oh god,
it's gonna end. You know, it's great. You know. Yeah, bipolar is kind of hard too, because especially because like there's some elements of it like you can have like psychotic episodes too.
Yeah.
They're difficult. Like I've been having increasing amounts of episodes recently, which made me think I had schizophrenia, but it was just bipolar. One time I hallucinated like maggots crawling next to my bed. One time like just my keyboard phasing in and out of existence. Stuff like that. But you know, antipsychotics, you know, do me right.
Yeah.
You know?
Do they help? Does it actually help at all or no?
Yeah, it helps. I didn't know that yeah, it helps. It helps. It's good. So yeah, it's all good. As long as I take it regularly, which is the hard part, but
yeah.
okay.
Just take it in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, just take it up. Take it when you wake up at 2 p.m.
Hey, yo, young Bite, you want to be a dog for me? Let's go. Let's
Oh
go.
God, I was hoping you didn't read that.
No, it's not schizophrenia because like bipolar is like you can have psychotic episodes while on bipolar. Like there's two types of bipolar. There's a bipolar 1 and bipolar 2. With bipolar 1 is the type that gets your manic episodes getting pop. Like one of my friends, like she genuinely believed that she was giving birth to the president's daughter and like just like had a lot of like different really crazy delusions, and you would think that's like schizophrenia, but no, it was just like bipolar. Like it was just her manic episode was just that bad.
Weird. That's fucking terrifying. Oh God.
Yeah.
What do you think about like when you see someone tweet about mental health, or you see someone tweet about it, or you see someone talk about it on Twitter or on any social media platform, and they don't really do anything about it? Like, what's your sort of your thoughts behind that? Because a lot of people will tweet out or they'll talk about, oh, we need better mental health, we need this, and then they don't seem like there's a lot of people who just talk about it and they just don't do anything about it.
Yeah. I feel like people just like say like they support mental health and all that stuff. Like I think a lot about like certain Republicans and stuff that are like, oh, mental health is the problem for like this epidemic, like this like epidemic or whatever it is. But like they will refuse to pass laws and make mental health more accessible for people. So it's just like very hypocritical. But I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things where it just is what it is. It's just America. We're unlikely to have any change, so I've just kind of accepted it, unfortunately. I mean, maybe. I didn't know delusions and hallucinations were different. I just thought it was in the same vein. Maybe it is schizophrenia. I don't know. That'd be fun. Bipolar and schizophrenia. That sounds like a good combination.
That would be fucking awful. That would be tough. That would be a lot to handle. Holy shit.
That would be a lot to handle, but you know, some people struggle with it and are successful. Like Esme Wang, she's schizophrenic and she gets along in her life really well. She's a successful writer. No.
Wow. I didn't know you're bipolar. I had no idea. I don't think we discussed that when I talked to you. But
it doesn't really come up a lot, I think.
We talked for like 3 hours.
I don't know. It's not like I wouldn't say it's like a defining thing of me. It like explains a lot of my behavior, I feel like, but
yeah.
I don't know. It's not like I let it define myself, you know, like.
That's good though. That you try to.
It just like explains my emotional problems. Yeah.
Okay. What's like your biggest fear that you have?
What's my biggest fear?
It could be physical. It could be mental, etc.
I think I am really scared of like the dark and of supernatural things. Like. I don't know why. I just like can't like whenever I'm like in my house alone and just like trying to like go to the kitchen and back, it's always super scary for me to go into the dark and like think about all the ghosts that could be there, you know? My old apartment was haunted. Somebody died there, which is why the rent was so cheap. And I swear to God, that shit was haunted. I would hear like doors slamming all the time and like I don't know, it was just super scary. It was so dark too.
I need to find one of them sweet places in LA where it's fucking someone dies and it's haunted so I can get cheaper rent. I'll live there. I don't give a shit.
The state of LA housing.
Dude, I've actually been to an apartment before where they were showing it to me and they were just like, yeah, someone died in here. That's why it's cheap. And I was like, I'm cool with that. I didn't move in though because there was someone else. But so you like being around people a lot then. Is sort of what I'm grasping from that is that you don't really you like having roommates in a sense.
I don't like having roommates because it's like difficult to do the things that I want to do, but I do like people.
You just like people around in general. Okay.
Yeah, they make me feel better. Like when I'm like super depressed, they always pull me out, so that's good.
Okay. Shit. What about like long-term goals? What do you have long-term that you want to do besides write the book? You said wrote the book or write the book.
Long-term goals. I wanna. It's all kind of like small, stupid shit, actually. Not a lot of huge. I wanna go back to school. I wanna start working out so I can be healthy. I want to eat healthy. I want to get partner on Twitch. I want to do my YouTube channel, do the things that I really want to do. I want to quit vaping. I don't know. A lot of my long-term goals are kind of boring, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a mix of long and short. I guess. Well, no, a lot of there's a lot of long term. Like YouTube is long term, vaping is long term. That's a whole lifestyle change. Yeah, no, that's a lot of long term shit. No, I mean you're just figuring shit out too, though. So it's just very beginning thing, very beginning stages of things. So, is there anything else you want to talk about, or anything else you have? I think I'm good interviews wise.
No, I'm good. Thank you for having me on, though.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. So, yeah. If you want to follow Fairy, !guest, please check her out. Much appreciated. She's going to host shows in the future as well. Hopefully. That'd be awesome.
Maybe.
Yeah, but thanks for coming. I appreciate it, Fairy.
Of course. Thank you again.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Host shows? Yeah, I'm trying to encourage her to host shows because she knows a lot of people. So when you know a lot of people, it's easier to host shows. So trying to do that. W interview. Hey Vayu, what's up? Damn, my princess is gone. Now I have to get back to doing real work before TwitchCon.